Hello, my name is Melissa Flowers, and welcome to my little corner of the world. This is my kindergarten classroom, and this is the place where I work very hard every day to bring learning to life and to inspire the littlest learners in my building. I thank you for the opportunity to share just a brief overview of my applied research project and perhaps a little bit of the passion I have for kindergarten. My topic is the lived experiences of kindergarten teachers who implement culturally responsive play-based learning. Over the past several years, kindergarten expectations have seen a shift. Academic pressures have seen an increase. At the same time, play-based learning has seen a significant decrease. All the while, there's been a push towards cultural responsive teaching. Now, both play-based learning and cultural responsive teaching are important for young learners. However, the tension lies in the classroom. My study focuses on kindergarten teachers' experiences with culturally responsive play-based learning while navigating the increased academic pressures they are experiencing in their classrooms. One thing to note is that for the child that enters this door every August, they have been on the planet roughly 1,826 days. That's a finite amount of time. Educators have a duty to both honor who the child is and to provide meaningful, joyful, and developmentally appropriate experiences in learning. Because of this short window of childhood, the ways in which we design learning experiences in kindergarten matter tremendously. Understanding how teachers attempt to create culturally responsive play-based learning environments with increased academic pressures is important for both educators and policymakers. This research hopes to give teachers a voice in doing so. Methodology and design. To explore this topic, a qualitative research design was used with the phenomenological approach. Phenomenology is understanding people's lived experiences, which was a strong fit for this research because the goal was not to measure outcomes. The goal was to understand how teachers themselves report or experience implementing culturally responsive play-based learning in real kindergarten classrooms. The participants in this study were real kindergarten teachers across the country with experience in play-based learning. Data were collected through semi-structured interviews, and data were analyzed through thematic analysis to identify patterns and shared experiences. Those patterns and shared experiences were then given meaning by allowing the teachers' voices to really shape the study. Purposeful sampling was also done, which allowed for collection of 10 participants ranging in years of experience between 3 and 32 years. This allowed the study to capture perspectives from both newer or novice teachers to highly experienced or veteran educators. Key findings. So, upon going through the themes, there were several that really emerged from the data. Number one, across the board for all teachers, was that play matters, and teachers deeply value it as essential for learning and development. Teachers do not see play as simply an activity, but more so a primary tool for instruction. It is used to advance learners or advance learning for those early learners. Teachers described play as being substantial in providing language development, collaboration, and social emotional learning. Teachers found it to be powerful how home experiences being brought into the classroom really helps to shape those cultural experiences, expressions, and identities. However, academic pressures increasingly limit time and space for play. Teachers also noted that while cultural responsiveness was seen as valuable, it emerged organically. Because of the limited time available for play, teachers didn't always know how to implement cultural responsive play. And so what they saw was that it sort of organically emerged through storytelling and dramatic play. These findings suggest that supporting culturally responsive play-based learning not only requires teacher commitment, but support from school leaders and educators for educational policies. Insights. So some of the insights that emerged from this research were that veteran teachers, having experienced the value of play for many years, have a deeper understanding. In contrast, novice teachers often lack the foundational why. They could report that it was important, but they did not have the language for the why it was important. Again, storytelling and dramatic play served as powerful tools for cultural expression and identity, and supportive leadership in school culture make play-based learning more sustainable. Teachers were really experiencing tension between what they know is good for kids and what the system says they have to do for kids. Scholar practitioner reflection. So conducting this research was meaningful both professionally and personally for me. As a longtime kindergarten teacher, I have long believed in the importance of play for young children. This research has deepened my understanding of the challenges that teachers are experiencing and helped me understand that this is not an isolated incident to my little corner of the world, but rather this is something teachers across the country are experiencing. This also reinforced the importance of listening to teachers when making decisions about curriculum, instruction, and educational policy. The findings reinforced the importance of developmentally appropriate play for young children's cognitive, social, and emotional development, and the findings showed that mentorship and professional learning opportunities can influence how novice teachers understand the instructional purpose of play. Future research. This research opens up several avenues for future research, one of which is it may explore how teacher preparation and school leadership can better support culturally responsive play-based learning. Future research may also examine how professional development can better support teacher implementation of culturally responsive play-based learning practices. And finally, future research could examine the potential long-term effects of the decline of play-based learning in early childhood education. The use of AI in my preparation. So as part of my preparation for this practice defense, a generative AI tool was used to help organize my ideas so that I could think clearly about how to thoroughly explain this research with a limited amount of time. Because I am very passionate about this topic, that was a very helpful tool for me. It also helped me refine my talking points and helped me prepare for communicating my findings in a concise and organized way. I should note that the scholarly responsibility for this research fell directly on me, that AI supported my preparation, but all the interpretations, findings, and conclusions remain grounded in my own research. In conclusion, I thank you for this opportunity to share this research with you, and I look forward to many more opportunities to do so.